very studious. Hi, hello. This is not what I initially had planned, but here we are. I'm outside again. I might bring you closer. Okay. My hair has gotten bigger because of how the weather is. I'm also going to speak softly. I'm a leg shaker. I'm shaking my leg right now. I might push you back. I like the way I looked better. Anyway, it is misting out. 1 second, please. It is misting out, but I am prepared. I have on my pink fuzzy slippers. I've got on this here sweater, cardigan, whatever, and I have a jacket on my lap to help keep me warm. Thought if I brought a blanket, I'd get too warm because, it's that fine balance. How's your day been? Your evening been? Your afternoon? Your morning? How is it? How's it been? Can you guys hear? I think it started raining. Okay. So I want to try to do something, but I've got to figure it out. I've got to figure out how to do a test on it of like how to read really quietly with using my mic. But again, I've got to figure that all out. But I think I'm gonna have to bring you closer. So we're outside. I was gonna go into the spare room in my house. But I was worried about the lighting, which now I don't know why, because I don't like the lighting right now. So there we are. Anywho, are you closer? Hi. Are you cozy? I sit there and look through my books, and I'm like, what should I read as a random thing? And I'm like, oh, why do my lips look small? Sorry. Don't mind me. What was I saying? Oh, I look through and I'm like, what should I read? I don't know about that. That's like a whole thing. Like I've got Count of Monte Cristo. I have Dune. I have so many different things. I've got a bunch of William Shakespeare, like a collection, put together a book of poems and sonnets and plays. I've got Grimm's Tales. I've got a lot. But I'm like, that doesn't suit the mood. And I'm like, do I need to get more poets? I've got Tennyson, Henry David Thoreau. But again, that doesn't ever suit the mood. Can you guys hear that? I think it's softly raining. I think it's starting to. Anyway. Okay. So, I have rope. And I'm going to read some of his works. Okay. It's the first thing I opened to, so I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it quietly. Okay, sorry, I got lost in it. Don't mind me. I got lost reading. I'm gonna take off the cover. I do like books without the sleeve. All right. The Gazelle. Enchanted thing. However can the chime of two selected words attain the true rhyme that, as beckoned, comes and goes in you? Out of your forehead leaf and lyre climb, and all you are has been in simile, passing through those love songs continually, whose words will cover, light as leaves of rose, the no more reader's eyes, which he will close, only to look upon you, so impelled, as though each limb of yours with leaps were laden and held its fire but while the neck upheld. The head in hearkening, as when a maiden breaks off from bathing in some lonely place, the forest lake within her swift turned face. Ooh, let's do this one. Okay. So the gazelle. One moment, please. The Gazelle is from the New Poems. Now I'm going to read from the Book of Images, Autumn Day and Autumn. Lord, it is time. The summer was so great. Impose upon the sundials now your shadows, and round the meadows let the winds rotate. Command the last fruits to incarnadine, vouchsafe to urge them on to. What is this? Plane all day. Planes all day. I do not live like by the airport. What the world? So distracting. All of it. God be with whomever those emergency vehicles are for. And be with the first responders. Amen. All right. Autumn Day. Just wait. Okay. Autumn Day. Lord, it is time. The summer was so great. Impose upon the sundials now your shadows, and round the meadows let the winds rotate. Command the last fruits to incarnadine, vouchsafe to urge them on into completeness, yet 2 more south-like days, and that last sweetness. Invigil, it into the heavy vine. He'll not build now, he'll not build now, who has no house awaiting, who's now alone, for long will so remain, sit late, read, write long letters, and again return to restlessness. Return to restlessly, perambulating, the adventures of parks when leaves down rain. That one wasn't so smooth, my bad. There's a lot going on. All right, autumn. The leaves are falling as far. The leaves are falling as from far, as though above were withering farthest gardens. They fall with a denying attitude, and night by night, down into solitude, the heavy earth falls from far from every star. We are all falling. This hand's falling too. All have this falling sickness none withstands. And yet, there's one who's gently holding hands this universal falling can't fall through. Ooh, I like that. The leaves are falling as from far, As though above were withering farthest gardens, they fall with a denying attitude. And night by night, down into solitude, the heavy earth falls from far from every star. We are all falling, this hand's falling too, and all have this falling sickness none withstands. And yet there's one whose gently holding hands this universal falling can't fall through. I love it. Autumn. All right. Ooh, maybe I should read The Panther. Okay, I'm going to read The Panther. His gaze, those bars keep passing, is so misted. Misted? Okay. His gaze, those bars keep passing, is so misted with tiredness. It can take in nothing more. He feels as though 1,000 bars existed, and no more world beyond them than before. Those supply powerful paddings, turning there in tiniest of circles, while might be the dance of forces round a center where some mighty will stands paralytically. Just now and then the pupil's noiseless shutter is lifted, then an image will indart. Down through the limbs, intensive stillness flutter, and ends in its being in the heart. Okay, this is pretty. Lady before the mirror. At the mirror's surface she'll begin, gently melting like a spice assortment in a sleeping drought, her tired deportment, and she'll let her smiling drop right in. And she'll wait until the liquidness rises from it. Then she'll pour her hair in as well, and lifting out one bare, marvelous shoulder from her evening dress. Quietly drink out her image, drink what a lover would in wild caresses, tryingly all mistrust and never think of beckoning her maid until she sees at the mirror's bottom candles presses and at late hours undissolving lees. What else is there? These are from poems 1906 to 1926. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna read in sequence. Cat, divine disgrace, to the moon. Maybe I'll just do cat. I thought I misread that. I read divine grace, and I didn't see the disgrace. I'm gonna do cat, and then I'm gonna read to the moon. The show cat, a soul conferring its slow dream on all those scattered objects, and in primal consciousness bestowing itself to a whole unconscious world. Warm and musky silence imposing itself on the mutilated muteness, and filling the orphanage of things with a proud disdain for being caressed. Among the crystals, fancies, and guilts, she sleeps with such an integral air that the plaintive pattern of their cracks seems signed by magistral misfortune. Okay, to the moon. Moon, svelte person, who makes you pregnant every month, and who makes you always engrossed in your pregnancy, almost terrestrially. You attract the blood of our pubescent virgins, but what do you mother 12 times a year? Shall we raise your light offspring in ourselves? Inside me I found a soft cradle decorated with gilt. Gilt? Gilt? What do you think suits your taste? Oh, you're a little dark. Oh, there's even one titled Clouds. Oh, oh. Wow, okay. Maybe I'll just read all those. And then maybe I'll be done. All right, in sequence. This I am doing in sequence. The future. The future. Time's excuse to frighten us. Too vast a project, too large a morsel for the heart's mouth. Future. Who won't wait for you? Everyone is going there. It suffices you to deepen the absence that we are. Evening love song. Ornamental clouds compose an evening love song. A road leaves evasively, the new moon begins. A new chapter of our nights, of those frail nights we stretch out and which mingle with these black horizontals. The wait. It is life in slow motion. It's the heart in reverse. It's a hope and a half, too much and too little at once. It's a train that suddenly stops with no station around, and we can hear the cricket and leaning out of the carriage. Door, we vainly... Okay, sorry, let me get the rhythm better. Starting over at the wait. It is a life in slow motion. It's the heart in reverse. It's a hope and a half, too much and too little at once. It's a train that suddenly stops with no station around, and we can hear the cricket, and, leaning out the carriage door, we vainly contemplate a wind we feel that stirs the blooming meadows, the meadows made imaginary by this stop. Music. Take me by the hand. It's so easy for you, angel. For you are the road, even while being immobile. You see, I'm scared no one here will look for me again. I couldn't make use of whatever was given, so they abandoned me. At first the solitude charmed me like a prelude, but so much music wounded me. Clouds. These laborers of rain, these heavy clouds, see how evening takes them on celestial vacations. A delirium of uselessness has gripped them, and the vacationing edges dare transparencies. They nonchalantly imitate mountains and islands, and propose luminous caps to the shipwrecks of sight, and later, in front of the moon, how many of their profiles will become feminine? Around them, these depths which soon ought to hold the numberless worlds blanch, and a friend who doesn't watch herself says, nice, and closes herself on the unutterable. Well, that's the one they missed. That I like to read. I think that might be all of them. I missed the fruit. And then I'll say goodbye, I guess. It climbed and climbed from earth invisibly, and kept its secret in the silent stem, and turned in the clear blossom into flame, and then resumed its secrecy. And through a whole long summer, I can't think how to say that word. That's right. Okay. And through a whole long summer fructified, within that day and night travailing tree, and felt itself as urging instancy to meet responding space outside. And though it now displays so shiningly that rounder of completed rest anew. Within the rind it sinks resigningly back to the center it outgrew. The fruit. All right, those are poems from Rook. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. It's supposed to rain for the next 2 days as well. And I do love the rain, don't get me wrong. And I love that it's fall. But I feel like it's messing with my throat. I feel like I'm fighting off. I don't know, trying my best not to get sick. Just from the changing weather. I need to get a humidifier for my room. I have one built in my HVAC. Did I ever talk about this? Anywho, I think I need to get a humidifier for my room. But I love you. Thank you for coming to listen to me. Sorry, I could hear somebody walking. Anywho, may God bless you and keep you. Hope you have a good day, night, evening. Hope you rest well. Hope you sleep well. Hope you find a good meal and have a good meal. I pray that God sends hands and feet of love into your present spaces. Amen. All right, I love you. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Excuse me. All right.